Hi there, welcome to the Coin Report channel. The last week has been a real hell for the majority of investors. In this video, I will tell you new interesting nuances that have surfaced after the FTX collapse. Will the exchange be able to return the money to its buyers, and why is it worth acting right now without waiting for the bankruptcy of the Blockfi platform? And of course, I saved the most exciting news about what the Bahamian authorities decided to do with Sam Bankman-Fried for last. Please watch this video till the end so you don't miss any important information. Here we go. In less than a week, Sam Bankman-Fried went from the owner of a company worth around $32 billion to a crypto villain. But he still did reach out to the community. In a recent interview with the New York Times, Sam expressed his regret over the collapse of the crypto exchange and admitted that events could have developed more dramatically. He said the margin position was much larger than he could have imagined. The Bankman-Fried also added that he expanded business interests too quickly and missed the signs of oncoming trouble. But why have the US regulators begun keeping a close eye on him lately? And some rumors about his possible imprisonment, he declined to comment. I think people should know the truth. In this video, I reveal why FTX actually went bankrupt, as well as the scheme of his manipulation. Guys, in the financial world, it is widespread for officials to use interviews for their personal purposes. And in my opinion, this is a case where Sam Bankman-Fried decided to take advantage of the opportunity to try to whiten himself a little bit. In other words, he only partially put the blame on his ignorance. But does a similar situation await the Blockfi trading platform? Even though Blockfi denied keeping most of the money on FTX after Sam's failure, the platform will still file for bankruptcy. Bankman-Fried's mistake led to a chain reaction, and now only the strongest can survive. On November 15, Blockworks published a tweet citing research by Crypto Fund Research, which suggests that losses of cryptocurrency funds could reach $5 billion. Experts estimate that the crisis has affected 25 to 40% of industry investment structures that have invested in FTX or its FTT utility token. This is quite a percentage, which once again makes all investors think about the importance of diversification. No matter how cool the project or platform is, you always have a chance of a fatal outcome. So don't put the responsibility for your hard-earned money on any project or exchange. Even the best companies and funds make mistakes. And you don't need to look hard to find such examples. Multicoin Capital invested $25 million in the US division of FTX and also held $2 million in USDC on the exchange itself. Michael Novogratz's Galaxy Digital had FTX-related positions worth $76.8 million in cash and digital assets. Paradigm and Sequoia Capital reported potential losses due to the FTX crisis of $278 and $213 million respectively. And that's just the beginning of the list. A lot of companies have either already lost their money or are in the process of withdrawing their capital. Yet it remains unclear whether they will be able to do so. The situation has attracted a lot of attention from regulators. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen also decided to speak out on the matter. Now she believes even more that the cryptocurrency industry needs regulation. The key point why FTX hasn't had a big impact on the financial system is that at the moment, cryptocurrency is not yet so deeply integrated with the banking sector. And since we all understand where digital assets are headed, we can assume possible voluntary compulsory regulation in the future. Folks, next I'll talk about the impending regulation that has become even more likely through the FTX bankruptcy. And finally, I'll share with you the news of how the Bahamian authorities were going to prevent Sam from escaping to Dubai. Please quickly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And we go on. At the moment, it is known that the FTX exchange has around $1 million of credit. You can clearly see it on this court document, which I was able to find. According to Fortune, the US Justice Department has everything it needs to pursue criminal charges against Bankman-Fried and other executives of the bankrupt exchange. But what about the payments? Will the users be able to get anything back? FTX has only $900 million in liquid assets, while its liabilities are estimated at $9 billion. Meng Zhao, formerly of Point72 Ventures, explained that FTX buyers will be third in line for repayment after senior corporate creditors and platform employees. This can take anywhere from 6 to 24 months. Now let's put all the facts together. First, the liabilities of crypto exchange exceed liquid assets by 9 times. Secondly, FTX customers are only third on the list. Consequently, the chances of getting any money back are extremely low. But trouble does not come alone. Crypto platform Blockfi is preparing to file for insolvency. On November 11th, the company said it would not be able to conduct business as usual and would limit operations due to a lack of clarity about the status of FTX and Alameda Research. Blockfi suspended withdrawals and advised users to refrain from making deposits. A little later, Blockfi denied the information that most of its assets were stored on FTX. However, the company acknowledged that the platform has a credit line, represented by the US division of the exchange, as well as outstanding obligations from Alameda Research. Since Blockfi has used up most of its funds so far, and FTX's financial state is in terrible condition, there is nothing left for the platform but to prepare to file for bankruptcy. Therefore, I strongly recommend you refrain from using this platform. 3 former FTX executives, as well as Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison, are looking for ways to escape to Dubai. Although the plan was based on the fact that the United States has no arrangement with the UAE, the countries signed a mutual legal assistance treaty to combat criminals on February 24, 2022. Now they all are under surveillance in the Bahamas, which means it will be hard for them to leave. Despite the authorities having some trouble tracking them down, they decided to proceed as follows. If FTX participants try to get to Dubai, they will be detained at the airport and sent back to the United States. Then, a vast number of rumors began to appear. For example, Bankman-Fried is now joined by his father, Joseph Bankman, or that Bankman-Fried was arrested on the runway at the Bahamas airport because Bankman-Fried's private plane was stopped for 40 minutes on its way to Miami from Nassau. My opinion on this is skeptical enough. You shouldn't believe everything others say. But the main conclusion to be drawn from all this was that things are really bad and don't count on the FTX revival. And that's it for today. This is the Coin Report channel. Thanks for watching. See you later.